I am Dale from Dale's Rock Interviews, a Metalliville online magazine, and I'm joined by Emily Wolfe. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm really good. What's your t-shirt saying?
Oh,
The
it's just
Great
this like
Frog.
great frog. It's like just they do like kind of rock style jewelry and clothes and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was interested because last night I seen a band, a doom metal band called Frog Lord. So
Oh,
how
cool.
random is that?
That's awesome. Was it good?
It was very good. Yes, they even had a like a rubber frog that the crowd was sort of baying to, which was very unusual.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so fantastic. So I understand that you're happily married with a lovely lady, and you've got two children, well, dogs,
Dogs, yeah.
which keep you busy.
They
Um,
do.
I'm
Yeah.
not quite married yet, but I don't know about you, but my lady's an arse, and she'll throw something at me.
That's funny. You know, the great Britney Spears once said, if she doesn't terrify you, she's not the one.
That's really good, yeah. Um, my lady doesn't terrify me, but I have to say that 'cause she's sat there. So, obviously, with you being married, just staring at the obvious, you're of the gay variety. I can't speak gay variety, like my wonderful 16-year-old daughter,
Oh,
who,
great.
yeah, but I'm not sure how you can stay gay after you did a latest single with this fine figure of a man. I mean, look
It's,
at that. How were you not tempted by Boots Electric himself?
it is. You know, I was. He almost turned me. I'm just kidding. That's hilarious. That's so
Yeah, so
funny.
your latest single is with Jesse Hughes and Eagles of Death Metal, which is called Lips. I had the pleasure of interviewing Jesse Hughes, and he is really the incredible character.
He's probably the most unique person I've ever met in my life. It's like it was awesome to hang out with him for a little bit, like and to write with him and yeah, he actually like cracked something open in my identity that I didn't even realize I could reach. Like cuz I have a bunch of records out and before this chapter of my life I put music out myself and like the thing is like I would go into the studio and do vocals and like I had it in my mind like okay, I gotta get it perfect. It's gotta sound perfect, you know? And then I watched Jesse go into the booth and like not care at all. Like he just let it out and he didn't have any like all his inhibitions were just like gone. Like and seeing that was like, oh, I guess that's how you do it. And so
Yeah,
it like really taught me to just kind of just go for it and take off any type of armor that I normally put on. So yeah, it was cool.
yeah. Well, I've got my Rocky Horror Show shirt on.
Hey, there you go.
Because
That's
I like
awesome.
my loud shirts, and
Yeah.
Jesse Hughes was in the Rocky Horror Show with somebody who you toured with, Joan Jett,
That's
and
so sick.
at the last NAM Awards, he also did a rendition of one of the Rocky Horror Show songs, and so he's very keen. I think he's fantastic. I've been listening to your music, and you've got this wonderful distortion in your guitar on your older blues music, and I love that distortion. I love how that sounds. Dorothy on her first album, Rocky's Dead, she had a lot of distortion in her guitar that she was singing along to, and I was a massive fan. Sadly, her second album was more like Sheryl Crow, and I was like, no. But her first album was brilliant. And
Yeah.
I love that sort of blues guitar. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is Jesse Hughes. I'm not sure if you've listened to his version of Careless Whisper. It's a cover of George Michael. You've never listened to George Michael
No.
Wham? Oh,
Well, I've listened to George Michael for sure, but I've never heard
yeah.
Jesse do his that cover. That's I
As
gotta check
soon
that
as we
out.
finish this, dig it out, listen to Jesse Hughes, Eagles of Death Metal cover of Careless Whisper, because not only is it distortion guitar, it's distortion vocals, and
Yeah,
it's a very uncomfortable but brilliant listen.
that's cool.
Right, because to me, the distortion guitar always seems to move something in me. I grew up listening to blues. I grew up listening to John Lee Hooker and so on. And listening to that sort of guitar, it ignites something in me. It moves something in me. And then with his distorted voice, it corrupts your soul in such a way. It's fabulous. It's genius.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear it. I can't believe I haven't heard this because I'm such a fan of his. I'm excited. I'm gonna look it up right when we finish. But yeah, no, I feel the same. Like distorted guitar and fuzz guitar is my favorite sound ever. It's like I don't know what it is, but I've always loved it. And yeah, I grew up. My dad would always put on like Zeppelin and like the Who and Creedence and all these classic rock bands and um, we would wash his car and we would listen to classic rock and that was kind of my childhood every Saturday and so I think it like takes me back to like the good times and I just it's like so it like triggers like an intense kind of like rage almost but in a safe way, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a difficult way of describing how that distortion sounds. And you listen to a lot of rock and metal bands, and they've obviously got all the big pedals that they like to press and change the sounds to the guitars. But they don't seem to go quite as much into the distortion as a blues performer. And
Yeah.
I love that. I love how it really goes to like quite an extreme sometimes with that sound, and it's fantastic.
Right. Yeah.
But you've sort of moved away from that a little bit. Hang on, I've got to quote this. You're broadening your fan base from beyond the middle-aged people looking for a new guitar hero like Jimi Hendrix. That's what I read. So
Oh, did
that's
I say
me.
that? I said that?
That's me. I don't know
Oh,
if you
okay.
said that, but it's in your Wikipedia thingy.
Oh,
But yeah,
wow.
that's what I read. So that's basically me, the middle age, the
Hey,
middle age man wanting a new guitar hero. So you want to move away from my listening? That's just like.
no, not at all.
No,
No,
thank you for the
don't.
interview. See you later.
You know what I do? I have like, I think, I have no idea where that came from, but like I do want to get away from like the blues stuff. I do love the blues, and I have it's such part of my DNA. But I've noticed that it definitely does start to put me in a box, like almost in the past it's like, oh, you're a blues player, right? And it's like, well, I mean, I can do that, but I also have songs that I want to do songs, like that's kind of my thing now is like just really focusing on like what's the best song I can write. And if it has a
Yeah,
guitar solo, great. But if it doesn't, that's okay. Whereas like before, my earlier stuff is very like, oh, it's not finished unless there's a guitar solo. So I kind of just like save that for the live show and then see what happens with when I focus on like songs.
yeah, yeah. Well, Crave Me is on the more poppier rock side, and I love it. It's
Hey.
I've got this right. I'm 100% lesbian. I've got no interest in men at all. That's me.
Yeah.
I'm as but I do have the queer eye for a straight guy thing. I can look at my lady, I know exactly what size she is. I can go out and buy her a dress which suits her perfectly. I'm brilliant at things like that. I have
That's
stayed up
great.
past midnight making corsets and things. So I have got that
Wow.
side to me. My other side to me is I do like pop music and some really quite stuff there, which I would really lose my metal rock credibility if it gets out what's in my record collection.
I love pop too. It's so funny because like if there is a stigma. It's like if you like rock, then you can't like pop. But like I don't know, I love pop stuff. Like I've
Yeah,
always loved it, because I just love all types of music, really. But yeah, in my book, you're doesn't change a thing. So
a couple of months ago, I was giddy like a teenager because I was in a charity shop and I found a 12-inch single, Delight Grooves in the Heart. I was like, you
that's
know,
awesome. I
that
love
is
that song.
awesome. That is awesome. So that came home with me.
That's awesome. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so I love like all different genres of music, like dance music, pop music, punk, rock, and blues, and so on. And I think it's great for some people to have such an eclectic mix.
Yeah.
Although I do draw the line at you did a cover on your Facebook of the Arctic Monkeys.
Uh-huh.
Right, we're from Sheffield. Arctic. I walk them streets that Arctic that Alex Turner sings about. We walk them streets. We know them streets, and it's like it's fantastic what he's done. But it's hard for us to us being English. We don't big up people. We knock them down. It's just how we are.
So you're not a fan of the Monkees?
Um, some songs.
Yeah.
I
It
love
is like
Mardy
an
Bum.
acquired.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an
I don't know
acquired taste.
how. Sorry, I'm interrupting. I'm talking over you.
No, no, go for it.
I don't know how Mardy Bum translates over in America. Do you know what a Mardy Bum is?
No.
No, have you heard the song Mardy Bum? It's on their first album.
On the Arctic Monkeys. Sorry, I didn't know for some
Yeah, yeah,
reason. I was thinking Mardi Gras, and
yeah,
it's
yeah,
not that at all because Mardi Gras is that party in
yeah.
Louisiana, the States. But
The
no, yes, I
this
have. Yes.
Yeah, the song Now Then Mardy Bum. So
Yep.
now then is now then, you're talking posh now then. And Mardy Bum is somebody who is sulky and in a mood, you know. So it's a saying from Sheffield, and it's a great song to play if you really want to piss off your other half when they're already in a bad mood and they understand the references.
That's interesting. I've played in Sheffield before and I really liked it.
Yeah, you played at the O2 in Sheffield, which
Yeah.
is sadly now closed, but I'm hoping they're reopening it soon.
Oh man, that's
Yeah,
a I'm sorry to
that
hear
was
that.
back in 2024 when you last came over, wasn't it?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah,
It's
and you,
fun.
you played at Nottingham as well, and you did the 2000 Trees Festival.
So I did not do that festival, but the Gaslight Anthem did. I was over there
Wow,
supporting them. So that was
right.
a day off for me, but yeah, they played it. So.
Okay. I'm going to fire my researcher again, which is me. Uh, it's yeah. So, did you enjoy touring England?
I loved it. It was one of the coolest experiences of my life. It's like, and I had been to like Amsterdam for a really short period of time before that, but so many of the places over there I had never been, and it's like it's beautiful, and the vibe there is so much different than the States. It's like I felt more relaxed.
Yeah,
Like it's yeah, I really liked it a lot. It was great. Everybody was so nice. The crowds were great. Yeah.
excellent. Have you any plans of coming back over?
At the moment, no, but I would love to. I feel
Yeah,
like in the next year, maybe year and a half or so, I feel like I'll probably get back over there at
yeah,
some
that'd be
point.
cool. Because Jesse Hughes, Eagles of Death Metal, are coming over to do three dates in the UK. I'm
Yeah.
hoping to go and see him. When I interviewed him, he said that he's actually an ordained priest and he offered to marry me and my partner on stage. Um, my
Wow.
my partner is sat there going, I'm like, yeah, that'd be cool.
Do it. That's so funny.
But so you got Lips and Crave Me, and you met a producer, Gavin Brown, is it?
Hmm.
And you clicked straight away.
Yes. I've worked with a lot of producers and they've all been great, but something about Gavin that was different was just like he wasn't necessarily like there to meet me and just like write a record. Like it was very like, let's figure out the most authentic identity that you have. Let's try and break that open and then write from there. And I honestly haven't had someone give me this amount of support and help before, and it's like a dream come true to have somebody kind of take me under their wing and show me this is what the next level looks like. This is what's going to happen. You got to do this to get there. And before that I was like just trying to figure it out on my own, like so now like having the people around me that are really actually showing me how to do things correctly, it's really great, and I think it's amazing.
Yeah. And of course, you're now linked up with Howard Benson and Neil Sanderson from Judge and Jury. And
Hmm.
they seem to be doing a lot at the moment with a lot of artists, including Hailstorm and some who I've interviewed already, like Stitched Up Heart, 12 Stones, Lyric Knoll, Alien Ant Farm. And next week I've got Saliva and you this week. So I seem to be interviewing their back catalogue of artists.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, that they're great. Like, I mean, I've had a lot of label experiences in the past, and this is by far the best one. Like, I feel truly like they really care about the success of not only the songs, but like the career that I'm building as a whole. And it's super refreshing. Like, it's so cool to watch these monsters in the industry just like be like, okay, like even though your numbers aren't whatever, like there's so many people that are just like, what are your numbers, what are your followers, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
and they were like, whatever, let's build it and make it happen. And so that I've been really grateful for. And yeah, I feel like I found a really good home in a label.
Oh, that's really cool because a lot of artists don't seem to find that where they're in a really great place with the people around them, like with you with your producer, and then with your label as well. And that's really cool.
Yeah, it's awesome, it's great.
Yeah. So your last thing you released was Kill the Love in 2024, and then you've released these two singles. Does that mean we're getting an album from you?
You know what, it's funny because right now I think not necessarily an album, but I think over the next like couple of months we'll just do rolling singles. And so it'll be like the next batch of songs will be a couple songs, and the next one will be a couple songs, and we'll just keep
Yeah.
going.
Because that seems to be the way at the minute, because the way people listen to music has changed to how we used to listen to music, where we used to get an album, play it, read the cover, and read everything about it, listen to the music, absorb the music. We seem to be in a culture where people haven't got time for that. So
Totally.
a song will go on their playlist, which will eventually find some traction. It'll be played repeatedly, but they won't listen to an album. They want to listen to a different song and then come back to that one. And it's a whole new way of listening. And I think
Yeah.
that's where Judge and Jury have been getting it right, is because they've been doing this, where it's sort of a trickle release.
Yep.
So you get like a steady release of songs.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting, and like I've never done it this way. And I it's really cool because I do love an album. I love to put out a body of songs and go on tour and play all those songs and then do it over again. But like this way, I don't know, I've just been this new chapter of my life, I've just been open to like, okay, well, let's try a different way, and this is their way, and I'm all for it. I think they're
Yeah.
doing really, really smart.
Yeah, and I think this is the way a lot of people are going to start doing it. The way the music industry is going to start progressing is less album focused, which is a pity for me who collects vinyl. Um, that as the quote goes, you want to broaden her fan base beyond.
With what?
Broaden the fan base beyond people my age looking. So,
Uh,
I don't know if you actually said this. I'm being really cruel. It
no,
is
I
on,
don't.
yeah. You've got a really big announcement though, which you announced on your Facebook. You're opening for Yungblud, for 3 dates in Phoenix, Irvine, and Austin. That's really cool.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm like so excited. All those shows are sold out and it's a lot of people and I'm so excited. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. Well, I'm of a different era, and you opened for Joan Jett, which is a massive hero of mine. I grew up listening to her music, and I just absolutely adore her. And another band who I absolutely love.
Oh yeah, my favorite.
Oh yeah, yeah. So you opened for Heart and Joan Jett, and apparently you thanked them for for Heart taking a chance on you back in your early part of your career. How long ago was that?
That was, gosh, I think it was maybe like 4 years ago. I think. I don't know. It feels like it was yesterday, to be honest. But I think it was 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah,
But it was so cool. It was the
I
coolest.
bet you were super excited
It
finding out that
was.
you were. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, I was driving and I got the call uh, from my manager, and she was like, "It came through." And I stopped the car and I pulled over and I just like freaked out. It was amazing. So excited.
Excellent. I love that. Um, Your album Outlier was in 2021, and that was produced by Michael Schumann, who produced Quatsa, Queens of the Stone Age. That was written in COVID, I believe, or most of that.
Yeah, we recorded the whole album wearing masks.
It's crazy when you think back to that time, that period.
So crazy. So crazy. Yeah, and then we were, you know, wiping off our groceries and all the stuff. Like, it was a wild time. It's like crazy to think about that.
Does the music from that album reflect the year that we all had? Is it written about that, because obviously it was a strange period to be in, and I think that's where you did most of your writing.
Yeah, so that record it's a lot different than my other two, and especially the new songs that are out. Um, that was one of those things where I had these songs written and they were a certain way, and then Michael Schumann came along because I'm a huge fan of his and his bass playing and his bands and all this stuff, and he was like, "What if you did it this way?" And it's like, "Okay, like sick, let's try it," you know. Um, so yeah, I mean I love it. It's a unique record and it was a lot of fun to make. Let's see. A lot of them are about kind of like where I was in that time, and there was a lot of loneliness and a lot of solitude, and but a lot of like peace at the same time. So some songs are like really intense and some songs are like a little more chill, but yeah.
Yeah, well, cool. Because your last album was Blowback in 2023. So it's exciting that we've got some now new material we can listen. But
Yeah.
like I say, I love Crave Me. But one of my favorite songs is No Man.
Yeah. Oh, hey,
Oh, I
that's awesome.
love that. That's a fantastic song.
Thank you. That was a fun one. That's one of the ones that Michael changed quite a bit. Like originally, it was this like very like blues oriented kind of
Yeah.
stomp clap like vintagey type thing. And then he was like, "What if you put like a bunch of like Nine Inch Nails kind of drum machine vibes on it?" I was like, "Okay." And then it turned out like how it is, and it's like really interesting and cool, I think. So yeah, I'm glad you like it.
Oh no, I love it. I think it's great. Going back to your Facebook post because there's a lot of videos of you and a guitar. You playing this and you and a guitar. But then on one of them, you got a double neck Gibson SG, which I was very interested in because I love the double neck. I think, is that a difficult guitar to play on stage? I bet it's quite heavy or,
Yes, it is. I love it though because I don't know why, but I've always loved guitars that are really heavy and kind of difficult to wrangle. Um, there's guitars out there like Tellys or even SGs that are really light, and I don't feel I don't know. I just like there's such an intensity that I want to bring to the instrument that a heavy guitar is really what feels like home to me. So the double neck is one of my favorites to play. It's like the heaviest. It's huge. Um, and it is interesting because it is two different guitars. Like the top is normally a standard tuning 12
yeah.
string, and the bottom is a 6 string standard tuning. But the way that I've used it is I keep the standard tuning on the 12 string up top, but then the bottom one is like a drop C, like kind of like metal sounding, like really deep, intense, like 6 string part. So it's like switching between those two during a song is really fun. Um, I also had a herniated disc from it, so it's like battle scars, you know?
Oh, that's not even funny. Don't know why I'm laughing, but yeah.
It's funny in retrospect, but
Yeah, it's funny in retrospect. That must have bloody hurt.
it hurts.
Um, Ron Bumblefoot Thal, he played on the Chinese Democracy album for Guns N' Roses. He uses a double guitar, but the top guitar is fretless. And yeah, and so maybe you should get together with him and do a duet and a bit of a guitar off. That'd be fabulous.
That'd be awesome. 4 guitars, 2 people. Yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
that has that ever been done? You could be a trailblazer.
That's true.
I'm up here for the good ideas. I love female singers, definitely, especially your genre, like I mentioned before with Dorothy. But you also remind me of Amy McDonald from Ireland. Her style of music and your style of music sort of quite similar, especially your newer stuff, which is more poppy, which is same as us. And so for somebody like me who listens to Amy McDonald, straight away I loved it and I vibed with your music.
I'm so glad. That makes me so happy.
Yeah, who were your influences? Who did you listen to? Who did you want to be?
Oh man. Gosh, my influences are all over the map. 'Cause yeah, my dad was a classic rock guy, and my mom growing up was a Motown fan, and so like these two different worlds like lived in the same house.
Yeah.
And I would hear the guitar stuff, and then I would hear the song hook, really amazing melodies. And then my sister, in the room next to me would be listening to emo stuff like Dashboard Confessional and like My Chemical Romance. And so it's like when I really think about my influences, it's like my family really like kind of shaped the foundation of my musical tastes. And um I've sort of been chasing the combination of those three things my whole career, which is really interesting to think about. But so there's that, and then in college, I got really into BB King and Albert King, and just like studying like the space between notes and how much emotion there can be in silence, and like so that's another thing. Yeah, I think those are my influences.
Yeah. For me, I grew up listening to Meatloaf and Metallica and Rory Gallagher. I love Rory Gallagher. His guitar playing was just absolutely insane.
Yeah.
I don't think he gets quite enough credit for what he did with the guitar. And listening to you, it does sort of like remind me of home, remind me of growing up and which I love.
That's
You know, look.
awesome. That's great.
So as you are, this sounds really horrible. I do apologize, but as you are getting older, no life getting older. I mean, I'm ancient, but as you're getting older, um, you're going to be some little girl's influence. They're
Oh,
going to be listening to you, and they're going to be, oh my God, I want to be like her. I want to be strong like her. I want to be playing music like her. So that's something that you can take away with you is that all this that you're doing, you're going to be somebody's influence.
that's so like beautiful. I just got back from hanging out with my nieces. They're like 5 and 8, and yeah, like that thought is actually something that I haven't really grasped yet. Like, and just hearing you say it, like now I am grasping it, and it's super like it just like makes my heart full. Like, I mean, I would love that, you know?
Yeah. Because obviously, like with my 16-year-old daughter, with her journey that she's on right now, I'd like her to look up to a role model like yourself and think, I can do this, I can be that person. And that's what I love. Because I'm very open-minded and I'm very there for her and understanding what she's going through. I mean, I wouldn't be mad into Rocky Horror if I wasn't.
Yeah. Well, that's
So, it's nice that if I can help my children, any of my children on any of their journeys, no matter which path they take, but if I can guide them onto somebody like yourself who is quite inspirational with the journey that you've been on and the music that you're playing, and that'd be great.
gosh, that means so much to me. I will. I'll do them proud. You know, do my best. But that's awesome. That means a lot.
Well, that's all you can do, really. It's not doing them proud; it's doing you proud. It's living to how you the best version of you, which is what you're doing. And listening to your music and your journey that you've been on to what you are now and how you've grown as an artist. And there's still more to come from you, and that's great. And with the people around you, like Judge and Jury and Gavin Brown, you seem to be now opening and growing as an artist.
Totally. It feels good. It feels really good. It's been yeah, and I'm definitely not unique in the way that I have had ups and downs in my music career. This industry is so uh volatile and it changes every day, and so artists do have a hard time, with the ups and downs, and um but I don't know, something about like this new music and this new chapter and this new group of people that are in my life. It feels like I made it through something, like I made it
Yeah,
through the woods, just trying to figure out where I fit in and if I do fit in anywhere, and like maybe I should just make my own box, and um, but I guess that's life. Just the whole thing is kind of trial and error. But yeah, I've been through a lot, and I've had a long journey, and I'm so excited that it's I feel like I've looked through the bushes and I am finally seeing the sun, so it feels good.
yeah. Well, you've been pro for 13 years. Yeah, so is this like level 13? When you get to level 14, you meet the final boss, you're sort of getting there.
I think so. I wonder who that final boss is. Maybe it's Howard Benson. I don't know.
Have you any more collaborations in the pipeline?
Ooh, there are definitely some ideas. I'm not certain of them happening, but I've jammed with some buddies. I've jammed a little bit with Adam Jones from Tool. That could
Oh,
happen. We never know. You never know. He's just a good friend, and we had a blast playing guitar recently, and in his little space. And um, yeah, my buddy Brian from Gaslight Anthem, I'm always passing music back and forth with. So
yeah,
um, yeah, no, I did really love collaborating though with Jesse, and so I hope that more of that happens soon.
yeah. Oh, that'll be cool. especially Tool. I mean, that's just amazing. You're going to have to turn around to these friends of yours and say, "I've had this awesome interview with Dale. You've got to talk to him."
I will. I will. 100%.
Yeah. And of course, you forgot the collaboration with Ron Bumblefoot Thar with the double guitar playoff, you know.
Yeah.
So, where can we find your music and your merchandise?
Well, you can find it at emilywolfmusic.com. So that's my website. And then all of my social media handles are the same thing. It's just Emily Wolf Music. And, wherever you stream it, I'm probably there. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I did Google your name and I found Emily Wolf executive something on Netflix. So I don't think that's you. Writer, producer on Netflix. So I don't think that was the
Wow.
same Wolf, but
Definitely not me. I'm too busy for that.
it's amazing what you find. I mean, I was super excited the other day because I started as Dale's gig reviews, but the interview side has really took off in a different sort of direction. So that's Dale's rock interviews. And I Googled Dale's gig reviews and I've got an AI overview. I've never had one of them before. I was so excited.
That's awesome.
I mean, you've
Yeah.
got Wikipedia, so you're like a level above me at the minute.
I hope it's accurate. I don't even know what's on there. I need to go look at it. But that's awesome. Yeah. Congrats.
So when we finish this interview, the first thing you've got to do is listen to Jesse Hughes, Eagles of Death Metal, Hairless Whisper, and
Yes.
have your mind blown, but also the uncomfortable feeling you're going to get from listening to it. But it is genius. I will say that. Um,
Can't wait to listen.
seriously, straight away. At the end of interviews, my beautiful partner Tracy, she always gives me a question to ask, and it's tell us something about you that we don't already know.
Ooh. I think what I would say is I am obsessed with birds. I love birds. I don't have any, but I do have a ton of backyard birds, and the same ones come every morning, and I feed them at like 9:30 every morning, and I've started to name them all. Um, and so it's kind of wild. Like I've been feeding them consistently for like a year, and it's so cool to just watch the same ones fly to my backyard and like wait there on the branches for me to feed them. Like, yeah, that's like one of the most simple joys of my life, I think.
Oh, that's lovely. Um,
Yeah.
we get a lot of birds here. We live in the country, and we get a lot of wild fowl that roam around. We last night I was driving home after the Frog Lord gig, and I nearly hit an owl. It just took off right in front of me, a big white owl,
Oh my
and it
God.
was so close to my windscreen. I ducked like that's going to help.
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. Owls are so interesting. They're wild looking. They look
Yeah.
so weird and cool and kind
Yeah,
of
we
scary.
have one not far from us, and we listen to it every night, hooting away. But I've
Yeah.
not seen that; I just hear it every night.
That's awesome. That is so cool.
Yeah, but that's brilliant. I like that. That you're, um, is it an ornithologist as a bird watcher? The nickname is a twitcher, so something like that. Anyway.
Twitcher. Biggest twitcher you know.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you, and good luck with your new music and your new single, which is called Lips, which is with the Eagles of Death Metal, Jesse Hughes, and the one before, Crave Me, which is a really good pop rock song, which I've got to admit I absolutely love. Yeah, so good
Thank,
luck with it all, and thank you very much for your time.
thank you so much for having me. It was great talking to you. And yeah, if I'm ever in Sheffield again, I will definitely email you and we'll hang,
Oh,
bring you
I'll
down.
be there. I'll be there in my colourful shirt, and you can't
Awesome.
miss me.
Great. Great. Well, thank you,
Yeah.
Dale. Appreciate it.